Picture this. For decades, you've been told to trust your plate. Your doctors, nutritionists, even friends and family all sang the praises of colorful vegetables, nature's most vibrant treasures. Green, orange, red, these are the hues of health, they said. They've been championed as the foundation of a long, vibrant life. Every meal, every recipe, every diet plan placed these vegetables on a pedestal. They were the sacred pillars of good nutrition, the universal truth that no one dared question. Eat your vegetables, a phrase so deeply ingrained in our minds that it's become almost unquestionable. But what if we've been misled? Not intentionally, perhaps, but by a story that is far more complicated than we were ever told. You see, while vegetables are indeed packed with nutrients, while they do offer so much good, some of them, just a few, carry hidden risks. Risks that become more significant as we age. These aren't risks that scream for attention. They don't announce themselves with dramatic symptoms overnight. Instead, they linger, subtle and silent. They creep into your life unnoticed, manifesting in ways that are easily brushed aside. A little stiffness in the joints, a sudden sensitivity in digestion, a dip in energy you chalk up to age, and all the while, these culprits sit quietly on your plate. The ones you trust, the ones you never thought to question. Vegetables. Now, this isn't a story about fear, it's about understanding. It's about breaking free from one-size-fits-all advice and recognizing that as we age, our bodies change, and so too must the way we nourish them. Certain vegetables, while packed with nutrients, may also carry compounds that irritate sensitive systems, exacerbate inflammation, or even spike blood sugar levels. And here's where it gets even more surprising. Some of the vegetables on this list are staples. They're the ones you've been told to eat for years. The ones you might still be eating today, believing you're doing the best thing for your health. But what if one of these vegetables, the very ones you trust, isn't helping you at all? What if it's silently working against you? What if one of them right now is sitting in your fridge, waiting to be chopped, cooked, and consumed? Take nightshades, for example. For some, they're perfectly fine, a delicious part of every meal. But for others, they may be a quiet source of joint pain, amplifying arthritis symptoms without you even realizing it. And then there's a common leafy green, praised by nutritionists everywhere. Yet, in excess, it can contribute to painful kidney stones, leaving you wondering where you went wrong. Or corn, the golden grain of summer. Sweet and satisfying, but for many seniors, it's a hidden sugar bomb, spiking blood sugar and leaving you fatigued. But there's one vegetable in particular, number 3 on this list, that might shock you the most. A household favorite, a staple of soups, salads, and snacks. It's practically synonymous with health, yet for some, it's far from beneficial. This is a story about wisdom. Wisdom to look deeper, to question, to adapt. Today, we'll explore the 7 vegetables seniors should approach with caution. We'll uncover why these seemingly innocent foods may be doing more harm than good, and more importantly, what you can do instead to nourish your body in ways that truly support your golden years. So as you listen, think about the choices you make, the foods you rely on, and the changes you've noticed in your body. Because understanding what works for you and what doesn't could be the key to unlocking better health, more energy, and a stronger, more vibrant you. And don't worry, this isn't about cutting everything out. It's about making smarter choices, understanding your body's needs, and finding the balance that keeps you thriving. Let's begin with the first vegetable on the list, one you may not even realize could be affecting you. As we age, the way our bodies respond to food begins to change. What once gave us energy, helped us heal, and fueled our days can sometimes become harder to digest or even trigger unexpected issues. It's not that the food itself is bad, it's that our bodies grow more sensitive over time, and the things that served us well in the past might not serve us as well today. Take inflammation, for example. That stiffness in your knees, the ache in your hands, it could be more than just the years catching up with you. Certain foods, including some vegetables, might be quietly aggravating these issues. Or think about your digestion. Remember when you could eat anything without a second thought? Now, a single meal can leave you feeling bloated, sluggish, or downright uncomfortable. And let's not forget about blood sugar, a factor that becomes even more important to manage as we get older. The good news is this: Small changes can make a big difference. This isn't about being afraid of what's on your plate or cutting out everything you love. It's about understanding your body, recognizing its needs, and making choices that help you feel your best every day. And here's the key. This information isn't just hearsay. It's backed by nutrition experts and scientific research, all tailored to help seniors like you not only live longer, but live better. Because let's face it, every meal is a chance to invest in your health. And when you know what to avoid, you're giving your body the best shot at staying strong, active, and vibrant for years to come. So let's set aside the generic advice and dig into the details that matter most to you. Today, we'll focus on 7 specific vegetables that might be worth reconsidering, especially if you've noticed subtle changes in how you feel. By the end of this video, you'll not only know what to avoid, but also have healthier alternatives to fill your plate with confidence. Let's get started. We will start from the bottom of the list up to the top. The bottom, which is number 7, nightshades. Examples: tomatoes, eggplants, bell peppers, potatoes. Let's start with a group of vegetables that have been hailed as colorful champions of health, but may hold a hidden challenge: nightshades. Vibrant and delicious, they're staples in countless dishes, but for some, they could be quietly fanning the flames of inflammation. Imagine this. You enjoy a hearty tomato-based stew, only to feel your knees or fingers ache a little more the next morning. It's subtle, isn't it? For those with arthritis or joint pain, nightshades can act like an uninvited guest, exacerbating discomfort without warning. Now, I'm not saying everyone needs to cut out these vegetables, but if you've noticed a pattern of joint stiffness, it's worth paying attention. Instead, try swapping out potatoes for sweet potatoes or zucchini noodles for your next meal and see if your body thanks you. Number 6 is spinach. Spinach is the poster child of health, packed with iron, vitamins, and fiber. So how could something so healthy possibly land on this list? Well, like many things in life, too much of a good thing can be not so good. Here's the catch. Spinach contains oxalates, which in large amounts can contribute to kidney stones. For some seniors, this superfood can turn into a not-so-super problem. Does this mean giving up spinach altogether? Absolutely not. Moderation is key. Rotate spinach with other leafy greens like kale or bok choy, and you'll still get plenty of nutrients without overloading your system. Number 5, corn. Corn, sweet, golden, and nostalgic. It's the taste of summer barbecues, corn on the cob, and hearty soups. But while it might bring back fond memories, it's also hiding a sugary secret. Corn is a starch-heavy vegetable, meaning it can cause your blood sugar to spike and crash, leaving you feeling drained and sluggish. For seniors managing blood sugar levels, this isn't ideal. The good news? There are plenty of swaps that deliver the same satisfaction without the sugar roller coaster. Try roasted cauliflower or asparagus for a side dish that's both tasty and blood sugar friendly. Number 4, cabbage. Cabbage is an affordable, versatile vegetable that's often a star in soups, slaws, and stir-fries. But for some, cabbage comes with an unfortunate side effect: bloating. Have you ever finished a meal only to feel like your stomach's working overtime? For those with sensitive digestive systems, cabbage can be tough to break down, leading to discomfort or even gas. But don't worry, there's no need to give it up entirely. Steaming cabbage can make it gentler on your stomach, or you could try bok choy for a similar crunch with less digestive drama. Number 3, non-organic celery. Celery, a crisp, refreshing staple for snacks and soups. But while it looks harmless, celery often carries a hidden problem: pesticides. In fact, non-organic celery is consistently ranked as one of the highest vegetables for pesticide residue. These invisible chemicals may not cause immediate harm, but over time, they could add unnecessary stress to your body. The fix is simple. Choose organic celery when you can, or wash it thoroughly using a baking soda rinse. That way, you get all the crunch without the concern. Number 2, mushrooms, but certain types. Mushrooms are unique. They're not quite vegetables, not quite plants, but they've found a place on plates around the world. Yet for some, mushrooms can be a digestive puzzle. Certain varieties can be tough to break down, causing bloating or discomfort. And for those with mushroom sensitivities, even the most popular types can trigger an unexpected reaction. If mushrooms work for you, great. But if you've noticed discomfort after eating them, Stick to easy-to-digest varieties like button mushrooms, or skip them altogether if they don't agree with you. And finally, number 1 on our list is beets. Vibrant, earthy, and undeniably nutritious. Beets are celebrated for their antioxidants and natural sweetness. But here's the catch. That sweetness comes from natural sugars, which can spike blood sugar levels if eaten in large amounts. For seniors managing blood sugar, this can turn an innocent side dish into an unexpected challenge. The solution? Enjoy beets in moderation and pair them with protein or fiber to help stabilize your blood sugar. That way you can savor their benefits without any unwanted surprises. Let's take a step back and really think about what this all means. This isn't about fear. It's not about swearing off certain foods forever or feeling restricted. No, it's about something much deeper, something far more personal. It's about learning to truly understand your body and giving it what it needs to thrive. You see, as we age, our bodies speak to us in ways they never did before. Maybe it's the way your knees feel after a certain meal, the bloating you experience after what seemed like a harmless side dish, or the unexpected dip in energy after eating something you've always loved. These aren't random events, they're clues, little signals from your body asking for something different. And that's the beauty of this journey. It's not about labeling foods as bad or off limits. It's about discovering what works best for you, what makes your body feel energized, balanced, and supported. Because the truth is, no one else's experience will ever match your own. Your health journey is uniquely yours, and that's something to embrace. When you look at the foods we've discussed today, remember this. These vegetables aren't inherently harmful. They're not villains. For many people, they're nourishing and beneficial. But for some, especially as our bodies change over time, they may no longer serve the same purpose. And that's okay. It's all part of the natural evolution of understanding what your body needs. What's truly empowering is knowing that these small changes, these simple swaps, can lead to big transformations. Imagine waking up feeling less stiff, more energized, or lighter in your step simply because you adjusted what's on your plate. It's not about overhauling your life overnight. It's about taking one small intentional step at a time. And remember, this is not a sprint. It's not about quick fixes or sudden changes. It's a journey, a lifelong commitment to caring for yourself, one decision at a time. Every mindful choice you make, every time you reach for something that nourishes rather than drains, brings you closer to the health and vitality you deserve. Your health is, without question, your most precious gift. It's the foundation for everything else in your life. Spending time with loved ones, enjoying your hobbies, exploring the world, and simply living each day to the fullest. And while some things in life are beyond your control, this is one area where you can take the reins. And isn't that a wonderful thing? To know that with just a little knowledge and a bit of intention, you have the power to shape how you feel, how you move, how you sleep, how you live. So let this be a reminder. Perfection isn't the goal here. You don't need to get everything right. It's about progress, about understanding, about listening to your body and honoring what it needs. And the best part? You don't have to do it all at once. Even the smallest adjustments, like choosing an alternative to a vegetable that doesn't sit well with you, can make a world of difference over time. It's these small, steady changes that create the foundation for a healthier, happier you. So take this knowledge, hold it close, and let it guide you. You've got this. Your body is resilient, your spirit is strong, and your journey toward better health is uniquely yours to create. And that's something worth celebrating every single day. Let me share a story with you. It's about my friend Margaret. Margaret is one of those people who lights up a room with her energy. She's in her late 60s and loves gardening, baking for her grandkids, and taking long walks around the neighborhood. But a couple of years ago, things started to change. She began noticing this nagging stiffness in her hands and knees. At first, she thought, oh, it's just aging. It happens. But over time, the discomfort got worse. Simple things like holding her gardening tools or kneading dough became a challenge. It was frustrating for her because she's always been so active. One day over tea, she mentioned it to me. She said, I just don't get it. I eat healthy, lots of vegetables, fruits, lean proteins. What am I doing wrong? And something clicked for me. I asked her about her meals, and she rattled off her usual staples: tomatoes, peppers, eggplants, and potatoes, all part of her weekly diet. Now, Margaret didn't know this, but these are all part of the nightshade family. And for some people, especially those dealing with joint pain or inflammation, nightshades can be a hidden trigger. I suggested she try cutting back just for a few weeks to see if it made a difference. And let me tell you, it was like a light bulb moment for her. Within a month, she started to feel a difference. The stiffness in her hands eased up, her knees felt less achy, and she could get back to doing the things she loved. She even called me one morning, excitedly saying, "I just spent 3 hours in the garden, and I feel amazing." Now, I'm not saying nightshades are bad for everyone. For some people, they're perfectly fine. But for Margaret, that simple change made all the difference. Stories like Margaret's remind us of something important. Our bodies are always talking to us. Sometimes we just need to pause and listen. And when we do, the results can be incredible. So now it's your turn. What do you think? Have you ever noticed that certain vegetables don't quite agree with you? Maybe they leave you feeling bloated, a little more tired, or even stiff in the joints. Or perhaps you've already made some changes and noticed a difference. Whatever your story is, I'd love to hear it. Share your experiences in the comments below, because your wisdom might just help someone else on their journey too. And if you found this video helpful, don't keep it to yourself. Tap that like button. It's a simple way to let me know I'm sharing content that resonates with you. Oh, and before you go, make sure to hit subscribe and ring the notification bell. That way you won't miss out on more tips, insights, and stories designed to help you live your healthiest, happiest life. Remember, this journey is all about progress, not perfection. One small change at a time, we're building healthier, brighter tomorrows together. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.